Morning everybody. It is Sunday. You know what time that is. Welcome to week 13. We've completed our third macro cycle for this training cycle, this 52-week training cycle. Our third focus was conditioning, and so we're going to keep on the same train there. We've had a lot of really good feedback from this past month's training. So we're going to stay on the conditioning wagon. People are feeling really good about getting their GPP up, being able to basically have that bigger gas tank to go longer for harder, or go harder for longer. So we're going to keep on that train. So this will be our second macro cycle with a conditioning-based focus, and then we'll start to think about moving back into another strength cycle to see how this will help our performance in engaging our acute load when applied to our entirety of our volume load weekly. So week 12, we had a couple of cool workouts. Monday we had our 4-time workout, a 10 burpee box jump over, 20 wall ball, 10 cow bike, 20 wall ball, 10 strict pull up, 20 wall ball, 10 wall walks, 20 wall balls, and then some gymnastics skills work after that. That's really kind of a good all around. We hit all of we hit the gymnastics on the pull ups. We hit the bike. We hit the gymnastics on box jump overs, and then we hit the wall balls too, and wall walks. So that was a really cool one. Really fun time. And then the EMOM that we had as well for hang clean front squat, box jump ups, adding 1 rep each round until failure. That one really starts to teach you heart rate control. Once you start to realize, in those 4 or 5 rep sets, that you're really going to have to coach yourself through that. So we had some good pause front squats. I had a few people send me in some videos. Fantastic work on those. And then that was on Tuesday, and then we had our deadlift day doing snatch deadlifts, which is going to help us transfer over into our snatches in the future. So with all that being said, that wrapped up that conditioning block. We'll move into our next one, week 13, March 23rd to 29th. Day 1, Monday, it's going to be a HIIT movement focus day again. This one's going to be for time 21:15.9 CrossFit Classic. It'll be 21:15.9 bike cows, pull-ups, and dumbbell snatch. Pull-ups, they can be kipping pull-ups. If you want to up the ante and make it a little bit harder, you can modify them to chest bars. Or if you're really feeling feisty, you can do muscle-ups if you felt like it. But we want to do something on the bar. If you need to scale it down, we can do assisted pull-ups, we can do box jumping pull-ups. Or we could do ring rows, things of that nature, but you can always reach out to me like everybody has been. So it'll be bike cows, pull-ups, and then dumbbell snatch. Target weight's going to be 50 for men, 35 for women. Scale it as need be if you need it heavier or lighter. So after that, we'll do some gymnastic skills as needed. If you're trying to get your first muscle up, if you're trying to get your first strict pull-up, if you're trying to get your first ring dip, if you're trying to do whatever. But really focus on being able to control the body in those movements, maintaining that shoulder tension when we're moving through the pull-ups, when we're moving through the muscle-ups, when we're moving through any of those exercises. So Tuesday is going to be another squat strength stability day. This time we're going to throw in an overhead squat, so the load is going to come way down, but we're going to bump our volume up a little bit so we can get used to the movement, used to what the bottom of the squat feels like, because that'll transfer over into our snatch very well. So overhead squat for 6x3, and then following that we'll do a dumbbell shoulder press 4x12. You can do these standing or seated. I prefer you to do them seated, just so you could focus on mainly shoulder activation, but do what you please. So overhead squat 6x3, dumbbell shoulder press 4x12, goblet squat 4x12, dumbbell bench press at 4x12. We want this at a pretty heavy weight because we want to get some good stimulus there. We haven't really touched bench in a while. And then, as always, 40 strict pull-ups. Break them up however you need. Just get them done. So Day 3, Wednesday, it's going to be another HIIT barbell work. We're going to use this as another benchmark day. This one is going to be a WOD called Grace, and it is a 4-time workout, and it's very simple. 30 clean and jerks, males 135, females 95 pounds, but you can scale that weight as you need, and it is going to be 4-time. Target time, a really good score, sub 5 minutes. That's going to be a really good score. Beginners, it's really just going to be maintaining hands on the bar. Beginners, if you're just getting into moving the barbell like this, maybe target 6-7 minutes. If you're somebody that feels really comfortable under the barbell like this, 4 or 5 minutes, that should be your target for this week. So Grace for time, 30 clean and jerks, 135 for men, 95 for women. And then after that, we'll do some technical work on barbell as needed. You can work on power cleans, you can work on snatches, you can work on any of those complex movements that you want to put some more effort into. We'll do it that day. So week 13, let's see, day 4, Thursday, again, is going to be our steady state day, 30 to 45 minutes of steady pace training. Me personally, I've been doing on the bike here recent. I'll do a little bit harder, so a little bit more than an RP8, maybe an RP8 and 1/2. But I've been trying to see how many calories I can get in 20 minutes, just because I've been on a time crunch this past week. So if you find yourself strapped for time, you can always negotiate the steady state day. Maybe put in a little bit of effort, but bring down the time volume, right? Do it in 15, 20 minutes if you want to do a little bit higher effort. But we still want to get that stimulus of getting the heart rate up and using that cardiovascular system. So Thursday, steady state day, of course. Friday is going to be our deadlift and carry day, day 5. We'll do snatch deadlifts again, and then we'll move into RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, snatch deadlift for 4x3, or I'm sorry, 6x3, Romanian deadlifts for 3x12, and then we'll do our superset for hammer curls and French press skull crushers for 3x15 each, and then we'll do sled push and sled pull supersetted as well. So that'll take care of day 5 Friday, and then Saturday, of course, is going to be our active recovery day. 30 to 45 minutes of continuous low impact activity, walking, swimming, recommend a light pack. Keep it at a brisk pace, but you should still be able to have a conversation intelligently with the person next to you. So that'll rack up this week's training. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment below. I'll try to make sure that I can get back to that. Or you can reach out to me on social media. I tend to be a little bit more responsive on there. So I've got my socials linked in the bio below, or the description below. So feel free to reach out to me. But with that being said, for inspiration this week, I don't really have much. We've made it this far. You've made it this far for a reason, right? You're wanting to make a positive change on yourself. You're putting in the work. You're putting in the effort. You're dedicating the time, and you've committed yourself to making yourself better. Recognize that. Recognize the successes that you've achieved over this past 12, 13 weeks. Recognize the fact that you're not the same person you were 12 weeks ago. This stuff's hard. This stuff's really hard. And it takes a different kind of mind to be able to apply yourself in this capacity. So keep at it. Find your people that support you. Find your community. If you need to, go to a gym that is a little bit more sociable, that you can talk about this stuff with. Find your pack. Find your people. Find people that'll support you. Keep at it. Let's get through this year together. We're 20% of the way there already. We're at the end of March. So, let's stay after it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you just want somebody to talk to, you can drop somebody a comment below. You can reach out to me on social media. And, let's stay after it, and let's train hard, everybody. I'll see you out there.